Welcome to Jack's Shortcuts, where the topics from the past become the present of today. So, without further ado, let's begin. Superhero movies over the decades have had its ups and downs, and it wasn't until the 2010s where the Marvel Cinematic Universe would take off and dominate the box office for many years to come. However, ever since Avengers Endgame, blah blah blah, box office would decline, blah blah blah, the Marvels would become one of the biggest box office bombs in movie history. There are still enough people who try debunking the claim that superhero movies are dying. However, here's where I come in to break the truth. The superhero genre all by itself isn't dying. The concept of the expanded superhero universe is. Did you guys know what the Batman and Joker have in common? Both are self-contained superhero movies, and aside from brand recognition, people began viewing these standalone superhero films as very refreshing. And it's ironic because the interconnected nature of the MCU used to be its biggest strength, and today it's their biggest weakness. The Batman and Joker, on the other hand, are offering stories that stand on their own. That doesn't mean that the MCU doesn't deserve a place in cinematic history, as it also helped making superhero movies outside the MCU profitable as well. That said, the simplicity of self-contained superhero movies has become much more appealing to the mass and re-evaluate the opinions of previous standalone films which, and I admit I'm just as guilty in that regard, were dismissed for not being part of an interconnected universe, but are now appreciated for offering a much easier viewing experience. Generally speaking, I don't think one can kill a genre. One can kill the trend, or the kind of trend, associated with the genre, such as the shared superhero universe. Many people express their feelings that the MCU should have ended with Avengers Endgame, and while I may not like Endgame, it does give somewhat of a closure to that very universe. Unfortunately, Disney as well as Marvel Studios are still trying to milk the superhero genre for all it's worth. And just like with most things that people know will come to an end, the MCU won't be ending on a bang, but on a whimper. So yeah, superhero movies have become less popular over the years, but the overall interest isn't entirely gone. And if we're getting more standalone superhero films, things might be looking up again. Probably not to the same extent compared to its glory days, but people will be more than grateful to just get the full experience in one movie. But we will not boast beyond limits, but will boast only with regard to the area of influence God assigned to us, to reach even to you. For we are not overextending ourselves, as though we did not reach you. For we were the first to come all the way to you with the gospel of Christ.